We know that job creation in the tech sector is 42 times faster than the rest of the economy.
Companies are struggling across the board in terms of understanding how to retain their best talent.
From a hybrid perspective, this point about diversity is so important. We've had so many people able to continue to participate in a way that works for them flexibility-wise that just wasn't possible before the pandemic.
Especially for the young generation in tech, the value of socials is really key. It's a bit like if you're at uni, like you wouldn't go to uni and not have the social experience. And I think that's so key to put budget in that. Engaging people remotely is even more important.
Culture as a fundamental is probably the hardest bit of all of that. It's not the product or the whizzy tech, it's the culture. What you built when you were a few people in one room is absolutely not going to be suitable unless you've had incredible foresight for what you are when you are multiple offices with multiple teams all trying to achieve different things.
That's one of the great things you get from the top VCs, is they challenge you on how are you building the culture as much, and how are you managing your team, and are you bringing the right people on board.
When you're a young generation in tech, you haven't had that work experience that other generations have had. So then we need even more encouragement and recognition and having a voice because we're so new and we're learning.
How do we enable folks that in that very fast growth, we create an environment in which people have much more robust career development plans, whether it's hybrid, whether it's in the office or remote. People need to understand, what am I trying to accomplish and how do I develop my career over time? And I think that for me is still something that needs to be done.
Also some creative solutions about taking people from an apprenticeship perspective and really figuring out how you supercharge their learning and their growth to get them to where you need them to be.
Job security communication is not necessarily just about job security. It's also about there being transparent about potential uncertainties. And let's remember, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they're the future managers, they're future founders, they're the future CEOs. So we're not just trying to help them be good employees because we need them to be our employees. We need them to step up and be the leaders of the future.